This is Rare from the Red Tag Blog coming at you with another quick movie review observation. Actually, quick, just based on situations, just trying to get it out of the way. So the first movie I watched was Come Out Fighting. It's one of the last movies I have from a pile that I had a bunch that came from partner libraries. This is a Liberty of one that I was like, there's certain movies that look interesting that I really want to watch. And it was actually pretty interesting. Kellen Lutz of Twilight and FBI, when his character left FBI, I was a little bit annoyed because I was like, dude, you're on a show that Julian McMahon just left. You're going to get the big billing. You do all the stunts anyway. You're the action guy. You're the former military guy. But of course, he leaves the show, and I kind of feel like the quality in the show without him or McMahon, it's gone down a little bit, even though Dylan McDermott's a good character. So I was wondering, what is this guy going to be doing? Well, a straight-to-DVD movie doesn't always seem like it's going to be the best moneymaker. And Tyrese Gibson, I've seen him now in at least two, maybe two, maybe three straight-to-DVD movies recently. And Michael Jai White, I've definitely seen him in at least 2 to 3 recent straight-to-DVD movies or his own passion project. And Dolph Lundgren, the same thing. So you're like, that's a pretty good cat. But the person that, I think directed or produced the movie, this Hiram A. Murphy dude, I'd never heard of him. Not sure, but the point is it's a group of black soldiers who have to deal with racism during World War II. And their mission is to save Kellen Lutz, a fighter pilot who took down some German planes, and they got to save him. Dolph Lundgren is like a high-ranking major. I don't even know if he's a colonel. But Michael Jai White's not even the highest-ranking member on his team. He's got this bald guy in the back here who's like his boss, who's outranks him and tells him what to do. And Tyrese Gibson works with like these tankers. And, the point is they have to save the Michael Jai White and his crew's got to save one of their own because, politics. They were like, oh, the ambush was your fault. It wasn't anyone else's fault. So their commander, the commander of that unit was being taken away. And of course, it turns out he's in the same area as the white guy. But the point is, no one knows that. And in this movie, they got to use their bravery of this crew to save the day, and I like that. Like, even if it's fictional, World War II movie about a black unit, it was pretty good acting performances. The cinematography wasn't the greatest with the fighting and the explosions. It was really bad. Cutaway, they're like really quick, and you're like, I could definitely tell that how it was staged, but again, barely 99 minutes with credits, not a bad movie. Then I saw Rumble Through the Dark with Aaron Eckhart, Bella Thorne, and Maureen Jean-Baptiste. So those are 3 big-time actors. She was the boss in Blind Spot for the first few seasons. We all know Aaron Eckhart in plenty of movies, including Two-Face. And Bella Thorne's in a lot of movies. But again, this movie's an hour and 56 minutes with credits. It's the main reason I put it on. Because I'm like, wow, this is a long drama. And the way that they say this movie is he's a bare-knuckle cage fighter battling for one thing he is left. It's based on some guy's book called The Fighter. They're like, Bella Thorne's amazing in this movie as some, weird erotica dancer in a like a circus. And Jean-Baptiste, she's like a mobster lady where like Aaron Eckhart owes her money and his life and all this other stuff. And you thinking that maybe this is going to be an interesting fighter movie. And a lot of the movie is just him beating people up or getting beat up or running away from stuff or gambling or drinking. And then they throw in the dead mom, the dying mom, and flashbacks. And Bella Thorne's character was just somehow thrown into it where she and him are in a relationship somehow. I don't know, it was very boring, very long, very stupid, and just not really well put together, and I'm surprised Aaron Eckhart is a good actor, but again, a paycheck is a paycheck. Then I was watching a movie last week with a friend, and pretty much, it doesn't matter who I was watching it with. Point is, watching a movie, didn't get to finish it, so then I finally finished it. It's a Netflix exclusive movie, so you should be able to go to watch it on Netflix. It's based on the science fiction fantasy film the same name of Nimona, where Chloe Grace Moretz plays this little female creature who can shapeshift, and she's misguided. And the whole point of the movie, because it's like a kids movie, you shouldn't judge people if they're a little bit different and they have other skills, and it's about trying to fit in, because that was the whole point of the movie. And then it's very 2024. Where the two main characters who are these knights, and it's really kind of weird because it's present day with technology, or in the future with flying cars and all the skyscrapers and technology and gambling, but everyone lives by the kingdom is in charge. There's a queen, there's knights that protect everyone, and the main 2 characters played by Riz Ahmed and Eugene Lee Yang, where are a gay couple in a way, and they were raised together up through the system of being knights, even though Riz Ahmed's character doesn't come from royalty. So you're just like, okay, cool. It's an interesting movie where, you know, the plot is in the movie is that they think the monsters are bad. They think that Riz Ahmed's character is bad, so they gotta convince them they're not bad. It was a pretty good movie. I liked it. I don't think it's the best movie I've watched, but it was a pretty entertaining movie that had some really good messages for kids. And like Beck Bennett plays a jerk in the movie, and I'm like, I know Beck Bennett. He's pretty dang funny. RuPaul was in the movie. Lorraine Toussaint was the queen in the movie. Sarah Sherman, also from SNL, was in the movie. So in general, really good voice cast of people that I've heard of. Pretty good script, good source material for the most part. Good happy, you know, for most part endings. And then I watched Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1. And it's based off that famous Crisis on Infinite Earths comic book of Elongated Man's wife dying, and then it brings like the end of the DC Comics with the end, you know, with like them killing off the characters, and it sets a whole motion for them to end the DC universe before they started New 52, and then I don't know when New 52 officially ended, but the point is, I'm expecting that. And of course, because it's a long graphic novel series, you're like, and usually these DC animated movies are an hour and 10 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes. This was closer to 90 minutes, but that's with credits. So of course, there's going to be 2 parts. They're not going to finish it. But like the Flashpoint Paradox, like the Flash live-action movie, and a lot of other DC animated movies, when they ended the new DC animated universe, a lot of it is centered on Flash. Like, it's all Flash. He's got to go back in time. He's got to go through different universes. They make him such a main character when he's really... I know he's a famous person, but he's not the central focus point in a lot of these comic books or these TV shows or movies, but they do it. And then canon, they take the Flash TV show and make it canon. So anything that happened to Flash, that's what happens. So his relationship with Iris, Wally West, all this other stuff, but they have a lot of characters. You got to pause the screen and go, ooh, I know those characters. Ooh, I know those characters. But basically, it mostly centers around him with on Earth 1 with Superman, a Batman, a Green Arrow, and a Black Canary, and a Martian Manhunter. There is no Wonder Woman on their planet in particular that has been anything in the movie. They include some of the voice actors who previously played characters in our DC movies, like Meg Dolly, Supergirl. There's a lot of good voice casting in here. Matt Bomer's in here. Darren Criss is in here, and Jensen Ackles is in the movie. So they got a lot of pretty good actors in this movie. And it's like the Monitor is like, I've seen the future, and we need you, Flash, and all the best heroes from different Earths and different versions of them, and we got to save the world. They get the smart people, they get the strong people, they get the fast people. And it was a pretty good movie, especially the animation was great, and there was at least one such a plot. They're just trying to stop the world from ending, all reality from ending. So it was cool. They had all these different characters. They included Amazo and Dr. Ivo. Again, they're not the most mainstream characters, but it was pretty good. So overall, I can't wait for the second one because obviously it's too much to have in one movie, and it obviously, spoiler, it ends on a cliffhanger. They included, you know, the other universe where the superheroes are evil, Justice Society, a bunch of other things. So I was like, pretty cool. They jam-packed so much in here that it's pretty darn cool. I just don't agree with how they're portraying it because the source, you know, the source material is a lot different than what this actual movie is. But hey, Jim Krieg, whoever made this movie, hey, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Okay, so thanks for listening to another edition of Movie Observations number 205. Definitely go on Netflix and watch Nimona. Definitely watch the Justice League on Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1. And definitely go watch the military movie Come Out Fighting. Just don't waste your time and rumble through the dark. See you guys next time.